Hey guys, this is Bear Gaming and welcome back to our channel. For today's Hero Spotlight, we are going to discuss about Scarlet. So let's go to the Journals button, then press Heroes, and we are going to the Legendary tab. As you can see, Scarlet is somewhere down here. Okay, she is over here. And as you can see, there are still a number of heroes to discuss. But we are really getting close to going to the rare grade heroes. You can see over here, there's Gale, Glenn, Leafy, and of course our hero, Zion and Iris. So, we're close. But first, we are going to discuss about Scarlet, and we are going to check out her skill set. First is her passive, which is Hellfire. Afflicts target with burn to deal 50% damage every turn for 1 turn upon receiving damage 1 time per round. Then, her first skill is Chain Fireball, deals 89% damage to all enemies and increases own attack by 33% of own attack for 8 turns. Then, it says here for her second skill, Hit of Havoc, deals 178% damage to all enemies and 60% chance to afflict target with burn to deal 62% damage for every turn. You can see there is one debuff over here, and based on what it says here, her attack will be increase of her own attack. So it would be best if you are going to increase Scarlet's attack when it comes to her gears. So we are going to take a closer look at Scarlet. So this is she. She has this red dress, and as you know, there are other hues of red, and one of them is Scarlet Red. So I think that suits her name. So she looks like a witch. Over here, she has this frilly dress and a staff. And based on the design of the staff, it looks like a fire, a flame. So over here in the illustration, you can see Flame Sorcerer from another dimension, Scarlet. This is the default mode, and this is the battle mode. So for the skill preview, this is the basic attack.
Explode.
You can see there's this glyph appearing just below the enemy.
Explode.
Then for her first skill,
No more mercy.
that's so powerful. And when it comes to her second skill,
These flames of destruction blaze the enemies that dare stand in the way.
Massive Explosion. So those are the skill animation of Scarlet. Now we are going to check out her story. It says here, Wizard Scarlet, sex is female, nation is from Saint West, hero tier legendary or legendary grade hero, element is fire, she's 26 years old, race is human, position is attack or attack type hero, and birthday is on January 5th. A person from another dimension who arrived by being caught between the rift of time and space. So Scarlet probably is from a different dimension, so she's not from the present time where Bernadette is in, because as you can see, Bernadette and Scarlet are really rivals here in Exos Hero Story. So let's continue. Scarlet was born and had lived in a different world from that of Exos. So it really explains here. Because she considers herself to be a stranger to the Exos continent, she avoids having any relationship with others despite her great abilities. Her monologues, which is seldom understood by others, deliver things related to the world in which she used to live in. Scarlet had a hard time because of the limited data she could access. Mahar approached Scarlet after hearing about her and decided to exploit her exceptional abilities and Naven. He asked Scarlet to help him in exchange for receiving help in finding a way to return to where she came from. Scarlet accepted Mahar's offer and joined the Saint West rebels to find a way back to her homeland, while wondering if it would be okay to intervene in the history of Exos continent. Eventually, Carrie's rebellion was a success. While chasing after the remnants, Scarlet encountered Bernadette and defeated her. However, to minimize her intervention in Exos' history, she did not kill Bernadette. Having no idea that Bernadette thirsts for revenge and had joined the regular army, Scarlet is only focused on finding a way back to the world she came from with the help of Mahar. So this is the first time I found out that Scarlet is really not from the Exos continent. It's quite strange, to be honest, because we can see a lot of core-raid stories, and even from the main story, I think, or was it in the side story, that Bernadette is finding ways to revenge Scarlet. So we are going to check out her fate core, and I'm pretty sure most of the players here use Scarlet because she is quite powerful. So her fate core is under the Summer Festa fate core team. This fate core team is, aside from Scarlet and Bernadette, every single character here are really popular to the players of Exos heroes. As you can see, there are two gold fate cores over here. One is Valentina and the other one is Iris. Both of them have this gold fate core special passive wherein everyone under this fate core team will be able to benefit from that. And we also can see here blue fate core Yao. So Scarlet has the black fate core, and it says here hotter than the sand Scarlet. Well, hotter than the sand Scarlet. This Scarlet from a parallel world is enjoying her summer vacation. As antisocial as she's been, she could no longer keep ignoring Bernadette. So even in the parallel world, they are really rivals. Thus, Scarlet decided to spend some time with her arch nemesis. She wanted to create a memory she could cherish even if they had to return one day. As you can see, her passive, it has this additional Summer's Blessing. So this is the special passive of the Sun of the Southland or the Summer Festa fate core team. It says here, afflicts target with modification for 3 turns upon attacking an enemy if there is a buff on self. So buff could be shields, healing over time, probably increased attack, increased defense, and stuff like that. So we are going to check out her further over here. You can see she has this swimsuit because it's a summer Baker's team after all. And for the appearance effect,
I wouldn't have this moment if I was alone.
other than the Sun Scarlet. This is one of the best appearance effects because they have a different background, and you can see the beach, it's quite relaxing, and even the waves. So this is the default mode, then this is the battle mode. And for her exclusive equipment, it's actually a parasol. So we are going to check that over here in the exclusive equipment button. It says here brightening red. You can purchase this for 18,000 CES. And if you're going to equip this on Scarlet, her attack will be increased by 30 and combat power will be increased by 10,000. Scarlet's exclusive equipment, a favorite parasol of Parallel World Scarlet, absorbs sunlight and illuminates its user who's already shining brightly. That's a very nice and cute description of her exclusive equipment. So we are going to check out her skill preview, but first, we are going to equip her exclusive equipment first. I really like this. There's a starfish. Actually, there's 2 starfish, and you can see at the end of the parasol that it has this shell. So now we are going to check out the skill preview. This is the basic attack, and it looks kind of similar, or probably the same as her legendary version. This is the first skill.
Until nothing is left. Our climax.
You can still see the fireballs hurling towards the enemy, which is very, very powerful. And then for her second skill,
Cut the chain of time.
so I can say that it's pretty much the same as her legendary version, except that instead of touching her staff, she is now holding the parasol, and based on the skill animation, she is touching the parasol. So that is the Black Fate Core of Scarlet, and we're not going to check the Orange Fate Core anymore because for sure she doesn't have any Fate Core aside her Black Fate Core. So we are here in the Manage Heroes button. We are going to check my Scarlet
for
copy.
being here with
And
me.
as you can see, I already fusioned my Scarlet to 3. So too bad I didn't have the copy of her exclusive equipment. So we are just going to skip the artifact and we are going to proceed with the gear sets. Currently, I have here Sniper set and Dash set equipped on her. So I'm not really using Scarlet that much. I only use her during probably chapter stories and whenever we go exploration, that's the time I'm using Scarlet. But when it comes to 7 Stunner, I think I prefer using Bernadette instead of her. So we are going to check out the possible gear sets that we can equip on Scarlet. So we know that she is an attack type hero, therefore another damage dealing character. So therefore we are going to equip her with gears that has a lot of damage dealing stats. We are going to start with the gloves. As you can see here, it says critical damage in percent as the main stat. So that is really good. We can really see the full potential of our hero if we are going to equip with critical damage or gears that has a critical damage whenever we are looking for gears for a damage dealing character. So for the substats, you can see this is quite mixed up. It says here effect hit. That could be good because we want to make use of her modification skill. That's the special passive of the Summer Festa Faker team. And aside from that, you can see that she has a lot of debuff. Afflicts burn. Even on her second skill, we can see that there is a 60% chance to afflict target with burn to deal 62% damage every turn for 4 turns. So that's quite a lot. When it comes to her accessory, it could be better if I equip effect hit on her, but it says here effect resist, so you don't have to follow this one. Look for something that has effect hit on the accessory. And when it comes to the 4 substats, again, since she is a damage dealer, therefore we are going to look for something that has attack in percent, critical hit rate, then there's critical damage, attack speed, and some effect hit, since we want to make use of her debuff skills. When it comes to the boots, you can see over here, this is HP. Again, this is wrong. We could use some attack speed over here, and just the same as the 4 stats over here, or 4 substats. Let's go for attack in percent, effect hit, attack speed, a lot of critical damage because that will really increase her damage, and also critical hit rate in order to land a critical hit all the time. So aside from this gear set, you might want to get for breaker set because also it says here in her first skill, increases own attack by 33% of own attack for a turn. So it says her own attack, which means we want to make her attack as high as we can. So therefore, we are going to look for gears that has a lot of attack, and aside from that, lots of effect hit, and of course critical damage. So aside from breaker set, we can go for destruction set and also critical hit set. Critical rate, right? Critical hit rate. Just going to... Oh yes, critical set. Also, that's really good for her. And since she is under Saint West, you might want to max out the signature force of Kerry. Again, Kerry is the general of Saint West, and we also have the second general, which is Atlan. That means we can use his copies in order for us to max out the signature force of Saint West. And when it comes to Blue Fate Course, you might want to get Blue Fate Course Sabrina. She will give buffs to characters that are of the attack type, whichever nation they are from. And for the Saint West Blue Fate Core, you might want to get Blue Fate Core Ben 10. You can give buffs to characters under Saint West. And of course, don't forget about the Unleash Potential, which is really important for all heroes here in Exos Heroes. So guys, that will be all for today. We've discussed about Scarlet, her Black Fate Core. This is one of the most popular Fate Cores that we can see a lot of players using her in 7 Stunner. So again guys, please do not forget to subscribe to my Twitch channel and also in my YouTube channel as well, where you can see all of my mobile games and console games adventure. This is Bear Gaming. Have a great day everyone.